Hello and welcome to my ever Frostpunk stream, so to speak. First to get out some channel admin, so to speak. So today I uploaded the last video of Dredge, where you see the good ending, if I recall correctly. But yeah, I was posting Dredge each day. Okay, there was one time when I didn't do it. But as I'm running low on time because of my school stuff, you won't be getting anything to substitute Dredge. Instead, you will just get less content. As said, my master's degree has priority, but hopefully, during the summer I will be able to provide you with more content. And also we got Monte Grappa 1 day ago. And it's nice to see that people are still playing this also and in big numbers, so to speak. And yeah, that's basically it. And also to mention, I posted a community post, but still, just to let you know that what is it? That there won't be any stream tomorrow or on Saturday. And hello to our first viewer. Could you please send a message in the chat so that I know that the thing is working properly or not? And hello. What is a surprise then? I told that I will be streaming Frostpunk, right? Because last time we finished with Rome Total War. Well, I used to stream on Thursdays, man. It's not like a surprise. Or is it like the stream a surprise or the content a surprise? Make yourself clear. Oh well. Well, but I let people know, so it shouldn't be unexpected. But yeah. So I decided to play some Frostpunk so that people can, And we have our second viewer, it seems like. Or is this not the case? But anyways, I wanted to play a bit of Frostpunk because, in the series that me and my girlfriend were filming, we don't get a chance to explain more in depth why we are doing something, why it's something better than the other thing and that sort of stuff. It's just, we try to do as much as possible in our time. And yeah, so that's why I decided to do Frostpunk. And also, I'm still thinking about Hearts of Iron, how to do it, what to do, and that sort of stuff. But yeah. So now I should pick a scenario. By the way, how are you doing, Stan? And also, if there's another person looking, hello to you as well. And how are you doing? Sometimes YouTube is confusing. So we have to pick a scenario. Also, you had school in the afternoon. Yeah, afternoon, yeah. This week. No, well, it seems that you are the only one. I got a couple of people that clicked on, but apparently it's just you. So, Stan, do you know Frostpunk or not? I mean, beside my videos, have you seen it more in depth somewhere else or anything, or did you read about it? If there will be interest, I might do a stream when you people from the chat will be choosing what to do, whenever there is like a pop-up or we must do something, I will let you choose, guys, But today is just, to test the water, see how much Frostpunk is accepted, and that sort of stuff. So I do think that I will pick then a new home. True, this is the scenario that you have already seen. But you have seen it in a different manner that was played. We managed to complete the mission, barely, but we did manage to complete it. Hopefully I can do better. So let's give this one a try. I mean, I was also thinking whether, You know, I'm not sure if... Actually, I will be silent now so that you can watch this, or actually people already know this stuff, right, from my videos, I guess. But yeah, I will be still silent for the intro.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty. And for those who remained, came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Okay, so the people who watched my series where I played with my girlfriend already saw this intro, but yeah, so basically we are, you know, in the Arctic or in the northern region somewhere, and we should try our best to survive. So first things first, whenever you play a game like this, always pause, yeah, fight the cold, always pause and have a look around. Take a look so that you know where you have resources and also the amount of resources you have, you know, because you must plan your game properly. So we can see that I have 5 coal piles spread around, and here I have some wreckage and also some wood crates. So the base resources in Frostpunk is coal, which is used to run the generator and also other stuff. Then we have wood, which is mostly used for buildings. Then we have steel, which is again used for buildings or also other things. And then we have steam cores. These are like the rarest resource in Frostpunk, which are used for especially good buildings, so to speak. So I have 80 people and they are all homeless. So I should build some tents, but as you can see, each tent costs 10 wood and I only have 30 wood. So we must gather wood, and I will tell people to gather wood. So we have workers, engineers and children. I will put 15 people on coal because we will need that. And it is more efficient than just sending people out. More, you know, like efficient in a way of how many people you need. Efficient, so you know, like we are saving or rationalizing on manpower, because that's the resource that we are low on. So I will build here a gathering post, which will gather all of these 3 resources. So instead of employing up to 45 people to collect, you know, I can sell how to speak, right? I can not apply. I can appoint up to 50 people per resource to be gathered, while here in the gathering post I can only have 10, but they will be collecting all 3 of the resources, and this means that instead of wasting more people here, I have people that I can employ elsewhere, because we must also provide food and other stuff, as you will see as we go on. So the shelter needs to be built, and it has to be built around near a road. No worries, you can rewatch it then. You know, basically I just showed the intro from the game, and that's it. I just hope that more people will join, because I find this game very interesting, but yeah. So I'm just assigning people to collect stuff and to build a gathering post. And I have 5 people that are not doing anything, so let me also assign them to collect. And here it tells us that workers needed. So we have the book of law, where basically we, as it says, you know, we can enforce laws. So for example, here the game, it's, you know, it's giving me hints that yeah, you know what, we need workers, so you should sign something, you know. And it's up to you if you sign something or not. You know, sometimes your judgment might differ from the game's. And I will be honest, in this scenario we don't need children's working, so instead we can go for child shelters, which means that from this on we can go for medic apprentices or engineer apprentices, because, you know, children are more prone to injuries, and, you know, also overall, if I don't need them to work, why should they work, you know, because they give me bonuses here. If, however, I would go for child labor, as of now, children would be able to do just certain type of jobs, only certain jobs. Well, later, if I sign this law, they would be, you know, eligible to do all kind of jobs. But as you know, I think that children should be learning. I will go for a child shelter. And I must also build the child shelter, not, you know, just instate the law, but we must also build it. So, but let us firstly gather some resources. So people are working from 8 to 6 p.m. You can, however, if you need emergency shifts, you can also instate that. And here we have hope and discontent. We have to manage both of this, you know. Like certain laws will raise discontent, or certain laws will raise hope. And also some actions that we do or do not take will also influence that. So, as said, we have people that need housing, so let's build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we will build 8 tents. And to make this more efficient, or, you know, to speed this process up, I will remove some people from work. And if I hover over here, I can actually see what people are doing. So I don't need metal scraps as of now. So I will instead employ engineers here. Or maybe let's employ normal workers, because I will need engineers elsewhere. You know, they are the rarest kind of workers we have. And you will see here that when people start working, they can collect wood and steel. The day is over now, so people get off their work and they will build the houses, and also I must build the child shelter. But I will wait with the child shelter, because I want them to focus firstly their homes, because, you know, we don't want them to get cold. And the game is prompting us that, you know, heating is off. And of course we will turn the heating off, because imagine living in minus 20 degrees just in tent. So yeah, let's provide people some heat. And here we can see like the heat map. If it's yellow, it's acceptable. Anything below it, it's not good. Everything above it, it's even better. Okay, so we are finishing here the tents for our people. Later on we will upgrade this to actual houses, because, you know, it provides better insulation. I just hope that people will not fall ill because of this, because the houses were not yet built. Okay? And now that I have spare time, I can build here the child shelter. And let's... should I build it here? Should I build it somewhere else? No, let's build it here, okay? And another building that I should build is the workshop, but as of now we don't have enough resources. If you guys have any questions about the game or the laws or anything, feel free to ask them, you know. I'd love any feedback from your side or, you know, interaction. And now that I have built the child shelter, sorry. So hope has risen because, you know, people know that we provide for the kids. We're not just leaving them, you know, to roam around and, you know, do whatever they want, you know. And actually our next law will be engineer apprentices, which means the children will be helping at workshops, speeding up the research process. So in this game it is very important that you don't neglect your research. Like usually when you fail in something is because, you know, you're saving resources and then you forget that you should actually research something, and you cannot combat the cold if you don't research in advance, you know. Because when you are having the problem, it's usually too late, you know. You should prepare for the problems in advance. And talking about the weather, here we can see a weather forecast. So now is day 2. Day 3. In day 4, the temperature will drop by 2 levels. This means that it will drop by 20 degrees Celsius. So it will be minus 40. Which means that people working in that conditions will likely fall ill. So we will have to do something about that. And talking about research, let's get a workshop. And talking about being efficient with our limited resources, let's build here another gathering post so that I can only employ 10 people to collect these resources, because I will also need to provide food. And talking about food, let's get a cookhouse going. Let's build it here, I guess. And you can see that we also have hunters' huts. Basically, you know, this is people group together and go hunt during the night. You cannot combine people so they can work one shift during the day and then go to work as hunters during the night. It doesn't work like that, thankfully, because, you know, what kind of a person are you if you're forcing people to work during day and night? Okay, I have 2 ill people, so I will build the medical post so that they can be taken care of, because we must look after our people, you know. And here what's happening, a note of thanks. So people want to thank you. So we just wanted to thank you. Back in London it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you are creating, we can see things will be different. But, you know, thankfully for the kids there are no schools here, you know. So engineers can be employed in workshops for research, and they are the only ones that can work in medical posts. And also here, you know, if you have to use the engineer, you have to use the engineer. It's nothing, you know, oh, let's combine something else or anything, you know. So here we have our research. And the first thing I will go for, it's actually heaters. Or actually not. The first... Yeah, we will need heaters for the day after tomorrow. It will be researched someday during the 3rd day. But also I would like to go for the beacon, because that means that we can send scouts out, because we have some people that didn't manage to follow us. Okay, so here it is talking about food. Yeah, we will take care of. So people technically can survive up to 3 days without eating in this game. Which on harder difficulties you have to account for, but as we are not playing on a harder difficulty, you know, I will just start making food. Actually, it will be done tomorrow because the cookhouse, it was not built in time. Oh, let me see. I have here some people employed to collect wood. I will remove them from there. And since we have some wood left over, I will actually go and build the hunter's huts. Let's build 2. This will be just to offset. Also, we can check the economics in this game. If I click in the economy tab, we can check our production of each resource or the status of different stuff. For example, if we go for coal management, we can see that we are consuming 144 coal a day and we are gaining 180. So we are gaining coal, which is good. For other resources, it's not as clear. But usually when it comes to food, you just know how many people, how much food they are consuming. And on normal rations, you can make 2 rations out of 1 raw food. Okay, so you will see that people now will start to be hungry. Okay, we have 3 ill people. People from our convoy, yeah, we will do what we can about them. And now I can employ actually some... Wait, I would like to employ more people there. Yeah, but I have to use the engineers there, so there is nothing like I can do. Okay, I can employ 5 engineers here instead. So you can see that the hunters will provide 50 raw food a day, which equals to 30 food rations, which is not enough because we have 80 people. But as of now, it will do. And as it will get colder, also the people collecting coal will need some help, you know, or help actually, you know, they will get frostbite if they'll be collecting like that. So it's either we, yeah, family torn apart. So a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she is sure they will find... They are still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we will send out. She urges you to hurry. So we will do our best, lady. But as of now, we have other things that we have to take care of. By the way, you can see that the efficiency here is 120. That's because of the children helping. And talking about... Should I... Yeah, let's build this one here. So I placed a new gathering post so that we can collect there. Okay, you can see that people here cannot convert any more food. So I will just leave 1 person here collecting wood, while I will employ the others to collect some more coal, just in case if... And we researched extra heaters. This is good. So now maybe we can go for the beacon because we will need the scout. So let's go and research the beacon. And I have 15 people. Okay, they collected this coal pile. But I will tell them to collect this coal for in the 1 hour and 27 minutes that's left. And people are getting hungry, as you can see, but we have food rations now, so they will eat. They just have to go and grab a bite, you know. And you can see that we have the options to turn off the heaters, which will increase the temperature level. Okay, we have 9 people that can be employed somewhere. How are the sick looking? So we have still some sick people here. We can see their recovery time. And hello to the second viewer. I mean, I still guess... Oh, is it gone or not? Okay. I don't know, YouTube is weird, so... Let us move on. So you can see that the amount of hungry people is diminishing. And we can sign a new law. And I don't see a reason what to sign. Like, for example, we can sign radical treatment. But actually people say that sustained life it's a much better choice. But I'm more a fan of radical treatment because, you know, when you get into a bad situation or something, you want to get over it as soon as possible, you know, because otherwise things escalate and get out of control. So we will sign radical treatment, and you will see that this law here... Okay, it did increase hope, but it also increased discontent. Because it's deemed controversial. So in total we are gaining 15 plus 21, so this totals to what? 24, which is enough for 48 people. But as you can see, we have more than enough food, or let's say we have food enough for 1 day and something. So we are providing for about half a day, so we will have to do something about our food production. Employ more people, or, you know, improve the efficiency that the hunters have, you know. But as of now, we are researching here the beacon. And now you will see the temperatures will drop. And it's cold. So I will turn on the heaters for the workplaces that we have. Because I don't want people to get ill. Actually, it is not ideal because it's not hot. Also here people are not working in ideal conditions. But we will just have to weather the storm as of now, you know. Also some workplaces will not work if it is too cold. And we can see that here they collected everything that was available. So I will dismantle this gathering post and I will employ the people in the hunter's hut. While I still have some people left over, I'm not sure what to do with them. I mean, on one hand, I would just like to replace the engineers with workers. Or actually, no, I will need the workers. We will need 5 workers for the scouting group. Oh, I took 5, so I need 5. And now we've researched the beacon. Now we must place it somewhere. Usually it's nice to place it somewhere that's not in the way. Two, 1, 2. So I will place it here. Hopefully it will not be in the way so that I can expand 2 times more with the medical posts. I like to have, you know, like a dedicated medical area and that sort of stuff. So yeah, now we can do something about heating. We cannot do anything yet, so we will proceed to... I mean, we can go to drawing boards. This is like the 2nd level. But I think that I will rather go for... We can go for hunter's gear, which means that our hunter's hut will be producing up to 20 raw food per hunt, which means 2 times 20, it's 40, and 40 raw food equals to 80 food rations, so we will not have to worry about food. And I'm also thinking of building an additional workshop, just in case, so that I can, when I have the time and I don't have sick people, I can employ the engineers there, you know, to increase the research rate. Okay, the beacon is built. You know, as said, guys and girls, if you have any questions about the game or that sort of stuff, feel free to write it in the chat, you know. Well, it looks like that Frostpunk is not as popular as Total War was. Okay, now we have 5 people and we can create a scouting group. And now we can go either to the crash site or to the Lost Expedition. Of course, we will go to the Lost Expedition because they are people and we need the people, you will see. Because the thing is, to keep the generator running, we will need a certain amount of people. To feed our people, we will need the proportion of all the people we are having. While for gathering resources, the more people we have, the more resources we can get. So basically, you know, you want to get more people. Okay, ready to search? Yeah, let's go and search. Should we sign a new law? I will sign extra rations for the ill. So this means if people, when people are ill, we can feed them more, we can give them more food to you know, to make their recovery time shorter, you know, so they can get good faster. Yeah, the cold thumpers are not limited, and also any of the resources that are not like piles are unlimited. Like, you can have a wall drill for wood you can have coal mines or coal thumpers. The difference is that coal thumpers you can place it anywhere you want, while coal mines have predetermined positions, as do wall drills. But the other stuff that you see, for example, these frozen trees that you can see, or these piles, those are all limited. Okay, now we can employ here some more engineers, because here actually I don't need people here, so I will remove all of the engineers, will turn the building off, and I will employ the engineers here instead. And I will go into overdrive just a bit during the night, because I don't want the people to fall ill. And talking about getting ill, we just got... oh man. Okay, let me go check. So we found a happy reunion. So remember the lady from earlier? So she found her husband and son. So I will escort the people back, because that way it's faster and safer. Because if I just tell them where to go, some of the people might die on the way. And as I did say earlier, you know, I do want to have to get as much people as possible. Oh, let me employ here. And now you can see, okay, let me wait for them to get into treatment. I hope it's just the 5 people. While in overdrive we are consuming more coal, so you must also take this in consideration. So here, if you take a look about today, if I give them extra rations, food is taken, but you have seen that it went from a day which is 24 hours just to 15 hours. So in my opinion, that's a worth trade-off. So when the wood runs out of the crater, or do the scouts yeah, you can set up you know, like resource outpost. You get all sort of outposts. You get for wood, for coal, for steel, and for steam cores. But actually the wood will not run out, because we can build a wall drill, which is an infinite amount of wood. So basically they're just drilling into the ice, and they are collecting wood out of it. Don't ask me how, but that's how they designed it. And as we are having people that are getting back, we should build them some accommodations, right? So let me build... and we are out of wood. And you will see now that I have 36 people without homes, so we are just building 3 houses, and we'll build the 4th one later, when we'll get the resources. So here are the people. Happy reunion, so yeah. And now we have to send the scout somewhere else, so we will go for the sturdy shelter. Search for the others. So people want to know if we are the only one left, or if there are any others. And now the hunters will be gathering, or you know, catching more food. But as you can see, we went from 80 up to 116 people. So we need an additional hunter's hut, because we need 60 raw food now to provide for the 116 people we have. And we will provide for that. So, but thankfully now I have more people, so I can employ the people, okay? So let me employ here the engineers, and let us research something useful. Let us... Come on, I need one more wood. One more wood. Oh, is this disabled? Okay. Oh no, I will turn the heaters off here. Thankfully, the temperatures tomorrow will increase. And talking about the overdrive, I will turn it off. So I will research now faster gathering, because this means that people will be more efficient at gathering resources. So 15% more, 15% faster. And it should be done today, please, but I want to get some more resources, because I need to build the house. Okay, I will not pick any research, because I must build an additional tent and also some road. So all buildings have to be connected to a road. Don't worry, Stan. You know what we will go? We will go for order. I mean, the Londoners are a scripted event, you know, so I will provide shelter for everyone. You know, it's actually being built, they just have to wait. But yeah, this will increase hope when it will be done, because I made the promise. The wisdom of the crowd, so here it's warning us that sometimes what people want and what we can provide, it's not always compatible, you know, that we cannot always provide for what people want. That, you know, we should decide and pick what's better overall, you know. So because we kept the promise, the hope rises, you know. I don't think you saw any of the promises being kept in our playthrough, but now you can see one. I mean, probably we did keep some promises, but I'm just not recalling them now. Okay, we have some sick people. Actually turn on the heaters. And the temperatures, we'll see now, will increase for a level. At 6 o'clock, it's when the temperatures change. And you can see now that it's hot everywhere, so I can disable this. And let's explore. So we find the trail leads to another city, and it says that home is 27 miles away. So we'll take the resources here. So the Shamper was well equipped with emergency supplies. There is a notice posted on the heavy round door. So it seems like they had some people here, like scientists, and they were 27 miles away from their home. So we get another location to explore. That's the steel bridge, and let's go for there. Okay, now we are getting more resources. So now what I must get is let's get a sawmill, because the amount of wood we have here, it's just limited to this here. So we have a total of 63 wood, which will be collected in 10 hours. So we must get a better source of wood, which are these trees, and we need the sawmill for that. And also we should research, actually let me build an additional when we will have the wood, come on, another medical post, because you can see that we have more people sick that we can actually take care of. So I will build an additional medical post. And let's employ some engineers here. And the moment we have people, let's give them extra food. So I'm consuming food, we are not producing enough food for what I'm doing, but as of now we have enough, people are not starving. And actually talking about food, I should actually I should build a hunter's hut, and let's build it there. Hunter's huts don't need to be, you know, to kept warm, that's why I'm building them off, you know. Okay, a pop-up, cold homes. So they want, as I talked earlier, you know, they want that I keep better what is it called? Not positions, better conditions, that's the word. So they want better conditions, that's totally reasonable. And now it's up to me whether I promise it to them or not. The issue is that when I do this, I have to keep it hot for 2 days. So I will say that I will hit all homes, and I have to keep that for 2 days. So I will research the Steam Hub. That's like an external heat source. And the explorers just found the working automaton. We could dismantle it and get 2 steam cores, which would allow us to build 2 automatons, but as automatons are very precious, and we will not be able to build automatons in the foreseeable future, we will just send it to the city. And also talking about our scouts, they have some food and the steam core, so I will send them to the observatory and then they will go home. Or should I go for the large convoy instead? No, I will go here and then home. Because as you can see, we're running relatively low on wood now. Oh, what's happened? Okay, the deserted bridge. So the automaton was supposed to keep the bridge free of snow so that people could, you know, traverse it. Cross it. So all hope will fall because, you know, nobody was taking care of the automaton, which is a bad sign. By the way, funny thing is that actually you can play as the city that we will explore. You can play as Winterhome. And we will learn what happened to Winterhome sooner or later. Oh, you can see that we have one empty slot, not anymore. Okay, so these people here, this outpost will run out of things to do. And because of that, how much are you wide? You are 1, 3 or 4? I think it's 4 width. Okay. I'm just leaving here a space for another hunter's hut. And we can see that people here collected everything that was there to collect, and I will employ them now here so that they will be cutting wood. Please research this, research it. So we will now build the steam hub so that we will keep the promise of heating, because if we take a look here, you can see that the people here are actually having cold, and we will provide for that with this. And we have to keep it warm for 2 days. Come on, build it. They have to build it before 6 AM. Because otherwise the cold will come and my promise will be ruined. But yeah, now we have a lot of wood. And maybe we should research... I think we will research the drawing board. Come on. And now you can see that we kept our promise. And we found some survivors, so we will escort... What did we have? Instead of astronomers, we are met by some of our lost people. They explained that they came here for help, but found everybody dead. The astronomers continued their observation until they starved. What is so important for them, they wrote it up in the diaries. The loss of the sunlight can't be explained solely by fouling of the atmosphere by the southern volcanoes. The sun is dimming. So this would be a very bad thing. Okay, so let's escort the people home, so that we make sure that people will not die on the way back. So how many people is that? Okay, I must build 3 more houses if my calculations are right, because we have 4... Ow. Are you serious? We just ran out of wood for that? So little? Come on. So now we are consuming quite much more coal that we were consuming earlier, and we will see that actually we are losing coal. So we are losing around 70 coal a day, which means that we have still coal for around 4 or 3 days, which is not ideal, but we will work on coal very soon. So I should... No, wrong menu. I should build an additional tent. So let's build it. Let's build it here. So I will build the care house. I'm just preparing in advance. This is like for the people that are very ill or something, that they can be taken, you know, they can be here and we will provide for them basically, you know. And let's build it here, I think. And about here, let's give extra rations. And extra rations. And we must build an additional hunter's hut, because now we have 150 people and we are currently just making 60 raw food, which equals 120 rations. With an additional hunter's hut, we will provide 160 rations. Okay, now let's go for the large convoy, or for the weather station, because that's where the game wants us to go story-wise. And you can see, as we are getting more and more people, the easier it is for us, you know, the easier. Okay, let me employ here. And it seems like that I don't have 13 people. So we just researched drawing boards, which allows us to get better technologies. So we will go for coal mining. I mean, we could go for coal thumpers, but the difference is that coal thumpers throw out the coal, you know? And you need to collect it, while coal mines, they just collect it directly, you know? So I will go for the coal mining. Because we will probably run out of coal here sooner or later. Yeah, just 14. We still have here 1000 coal, that's true, but you know, as said, we must prepare in advance before we are having problems. If we know that we will get into problems with something, we should prepare in advance, not the moment when we are having problems. Because if you are solving everything last minute, it usually means that you will fail, you know, also in real life. If you can prepare in advance, it's much better. So talking about that, let's build here along this road. Or actually just go 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Like that, I guess. Okay, let's build a road like that. It's not ideal, but hey, you know, we need a road and it will work. And we are getting the automaton to us, which is very nice. So this is of course science fiction. It's basically a big steam-powered machine. Basically like a steam robot, so to speak. I mean, I will say like this, depends what kind of things they are, you know, what they are rescuing the last minute, you know. Some stuff can be dealt like this, you know. The most things we are doing, it's fine that we solve in the last minute, but you know, like, if we are talking about this, you know, the issue is, for example, if our coal consumption increases drastically and when we try to increase our production, we are still, you know, under it, it means that we will not be providing enough coal. Which means that we will have, you know, to have a deficit somewhere. I don't know, maybe not hitting some objects or some buildings or something, you know. You know what I mean? There will be consequences, that's what I meant. But yeah, so here it tells us about the automatons. So I will order the automaton here to collect this steel rack, because I don't have anything in there, close. And also, you know, because automatons don't care about the cold, you know. They are the best workers, you know, because they don't care about being cold. And now we research the coal mine. We will also build one, just the one. Because coal mines are more manpower efficient than coal thumpers. But in some scenarios you go for coal thumpers because you have the people and you don't have the resources for this, you know. Okay, so steam cores, here it warns us that steam cores are limited. Yeah. Call sequences. Yeah, well, you could call them call sequences or, you know, ill people, you know. Okay, we will upgrade to bunkhouses. Or actually, no, let me firstly research. No, let's do a generator power upgrade, because we will need that, because temperatures will drop even more. And as of now, we are providing livable conditions. If it falls any lower, it will not be livable. It will be chilly. So we will research that. And you can see that I have some people that I could employ elsewhere, and I will actually do it now. So you are using that, okay. Should we get here, what, a sawmill here maybe? I'm just trying to line up with the road that will be built there. Okay, I guess like that will be fine. Also, no, we can employ... I hope the people were here. Okay, they were here. And actually, I will build an additional workshop. Let's go for tech and workshop. Oh, should I build it here instead of there? I guess it's not that much in the way. And you can see the automaton is getting over the steam core because it needs to refill its steam. Okay, I will employ here the engineers. And also here I will employ engineers. Oh wait, actually... Okay, the automaton ran out of work. So let's compare now. So now I have here 10 people and they are producing 19.12 coal per hour. But they're only working for 10 hours. So this means they're producing 192 coal in total per day. But if I put here an automaton... Let's put an automaton. It's producing 14.4, which is less. But the automaton is working for 24 hours, which means that it's producing around 300 coal or something. So, you know, it's a better decision, so to speak. And it's constant, you know, because before we were getting coals, like during the day we were gathering coal and during the night we were just losing it. With no, they do not require any special maintenance. They just keep going. So they're awesome, you know, automatons are very nice. You will see, actually, I really like them. So I will go later on when we will be able to get more... what is it? When we will be able to make a steam core outpost, and we will be getting steam cores, I will actually build more and more, you know. The funny thing is, once you get automatons researched to a certain level, you can actually... research with automatons. Don't ask me how, you know, this just feels wrong that you are able, you know, to research with automatons, but you can do, and you can have automatons to produce automatons, you know, so at a certain level you don't need people anymore. But yeah, so you can see the automaton is working non-stop. And it's getting colder, but as you can see, the living conditions are comfortable. Sadly, it will be just livable in around 4 hours, but you know, we are fighting the cold. Okay, so weather station, so we get some coal and steam cores, and now we can get to the coal mine. Let's visit the coal mine, and we will then go for winter home, because we know something is not good. You wouldn't leave an automaton on its own, you know, if you have proper management. Abandoned station, so yeah, hope falls, because, you know, people are worried. But so far, no people died. And what else can we say? I think I'm doing a good job, you know. I will upgrade the houses to bunk houses when I will research it very soon, hopefully after Steelworks. So yeah, we will try to keep livable conditions, or even better if we can, you know. What a lovely morning. I'm ready to take on the day. Okay, one sick person. And the temperatures are dropping, so our comfortable is just now livable. Okay, because I have here a lot of buildings that need heating, I will just build a steam hub. Because the steam hub can be turned off, or it can work only during the day when people here are actually working, so I'm not wasting coal. So I will place one strategically here so that it covers all of the buildings here, and it also means that I can... Okay, I'm not running the heaters in the child shelter, which is probably a bad idea, but okay, let's... We will get the... And you can see I will set it now to work only during work hours. And now let's research... what did we say? We should research a bunkhouse, right? Let's research bunkhouses. And we are full on wood. As then you can see now, you see like a wood marking? This is for the wall drill. This is for outposts. And then here we should have one more for coal. And another one for the outpost, and there should be... Ah yeah, wall drills we have two here. Okay, okay, that's it, yeah. And we can build another one there. Okay, so we found the coal mine. So now we have the option. We can, you know, like leave the coal mine as it is, and it means that we will be able to build an outpost here that will, you know, deliver us coal each day. Or we can dismantle the machines and get some resources. And that's a shit ton of resources that we are gonna need, you know. Coal will not be an issue for us, so we will take this, and let's now go for Winterhome, and let's bring the bad news home, that Winterhome fell. And now we have bunkhouses, so let's go here. Or actually, let me build the resource depot, because I'm afraid of losing the big amount of wood that we have. Actually, I will build two. Just to be sure, you know. And let's also pick a research. So... generator range upgrade, it's not something that I go for usually, so I'll go for more scouts. Even though we are running low on people as of now, you know. Kinda. But thankfully we can research something for the hunters. Which will require only 10 people. And they will get the same amount of food. This will mean that we will get, basically, we will be getting 20 people that we can employ elsewhere. Okay, here, as I said, we need wood. And the last one I will leave empty, because we will see from what will happen. Also, you know, these scouts will come home eventually. Yeah, let's explore. So the streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of the dead bodies. The city chronicle describes the shortage, the food, the citizens' increasing despair. So nothing good. So they were actually eating their own. Yeah, so we are on our own. So now we will get the group you all were looking forward, the Londoners. So let's get ready to get the Londoners. Hopefuls! Look at the hope now. We'll plummet down. Coming here was a fool's errand. We should go back. They're all dead. This place is the deadly trap. We need to get out of here. We should have stayed in London. Surely it could have fallen like this. So yeah, people are being totally irrational, so we have to give them purpose. And because you have seen faith both times in my and my girlfriend's playthrough, this time we will go for order and discipline. And let's establish the neighborhood watch. And the funny thing is that it will actually increase hope, so you know. Oh, we need steel, okay. Since we need steel... Okay, let's employ some engineers here. Actually, no, what? Fuck the wood. We don't need the wood now. Actually, know what I will do. Yeah, you will be working even though it's cold there. We are running low on steel, which is an issue. The unconvinced want to leave. And now we have the Londoners. We have 12 of them and the tendency is increasing. Okay, actually I can disable this. No, I will not disable it because it's cold. I need this one running. I just wanted, you know, maybe to save a bit on coal. We can have more scouts, but the thing is that I don't have enough people for that. Actually, talking about research, let me do... Did I do the third thingy research? We did not, because we don't have the... Yeah, we don't have that. Okay, let's do... No, I will not use any coal. Not coal, sorry. I will not use any wood. Because as you can see, wood is... Not wood, I'm an idiot. I wanted to say iron. Is there anything I can research that doesn't require iron? Feels like everything requires iron. So, oh, this, yeah, everything requires iron. So actually, no, I have people here. Why am I complaining? Look. I have people that I can employ here, so I will do that and I will build them neighborhood watch or this watch out. We did for neighborhood watch. English. So we will build these towers that we have to, and then people will be getting more happy. I have seen the game, but it didn't catch my attention, if I'm being honest, you know. But the settings, it's kind of similar, you know. You have like also robots there and that sort of stuff, you know. If I recall correct, that's like World War I, but a little bit different, isn't it? Come on, build the road. Oh, here it's not connected. And co-prizes, because we built, you know, watchtowers. You know, which is a bit counterintuitive, so to speak. But hey, you know, if it works for people, why not? And what do we have? People join the Londoners. Okay, so the temperatures will increase now for one level, which is lovely to hear. And we have a shit ton of food. If we take a look here, guys, look how much food we have. And we found survivors. Let's explore and let's escort them to the city. So they were survivors from Winterhome. And let's now build some bunkhouses, as I tried to do that earlier already. Oh, here it's not heated. 1, 2, 3. And we are out of coal. And actually, are you now in a good conditions? Yes, you are in a good condition, so actually we are doing well. Why is the heater on here if I have the automatons? The automatons don't need, the people need there. Okay. So now we are gathering all resources that we need and we will be getting even more people. So I might give it another look, Stan. Can you maybe send it to me over Discord? But as I said, I remember seeing it. I didn't get too much into it. I don't know why. And let's build another bank house. Look at the amount of bank houses we have now. So we are providing for the people. Okay, we must research something new. So let's go on drafting machines. And we will need to build additional coal mine because as you can see the amount of coal it's it's diminishing. Like here we still have some coal there. Okay, I can pick a new law. So let's go purpose and let's do morning gathering. This is basically, it's a passive thingy, and each morning the hope will increase slightly. And here we just got a shit ton of people. So let me send my scouts to the American camp, or let's go for the crash site first. And now that I have more people, I will make another scouts, and I will send them to Snow Cliffs because there are some more locations to explore there. And actually now I should employ here more people, I think. Okay, I need to make an additional... what is it? An additional hunter's hut? And actually now I can employ engineers here because I have more than enough. Which is nice to see. And let's select here to... Okay, let's start upgrading the houses. Okay, so whenever I do this, it means that people are out of a home. So I will build here some more homes, so that I will be able to upgrade 2 houses at a time, because I don't want people to be out in the cold, And also I will expand my the city towards here, and we will need another heating, so I will build it there. Okay. And then also this one will not need the heating because it will be heated by the... Okay, people are being hungry. I don't know why. Just go eat. And let's go hunting tactics. This means that I will get more people at my disposal. Because instead of 15, it will only employ 10. So I will get 25 people back. Which I will gladly employ in my industry. But yeah, we must build an additional coal mine. And let's upgrade all of the houses. I mean, technically I should be able to upgrade 2 at a time now, because we have 2 spare. And you will see the difference, Okay, now everything is livable because we are running the generator on level 2. But when it will get colder... Oh, we got... I know that in the Gloomy Cave there are like bears that we can attack, but I don't want to lose the resource because the scouts can die. So we will go for the American camp and we'll go to the Gloomy Caves later. When we will not be having any of important things with us, I mean, we could do without, even if we lost that. But still, why would I lose resources if I don't have to, right? It's just a waste. Do we need anything for adaptation? No, I don't think so. I mean, we could go for the fighting arena and then... But it gets messy usually, so if hope will be alright, I will not go for that at all. So let's go here for purpose. We can do the foreman, which increases the efficiency of a workplace. Which is nice. It can also be applied on the automatons, but let's go for the guard stations. And of course we have to build 2 guard stations. Okay, we will build them. And now let's go back on converting our tents into actual houses. It's so nice to see that we can actually provide for the people some decent housings, And hope is rising. Look at the tendency. People are hopeful enough not to join the Londoners, and without any fancy, you know, churches or anything, you know, just with I don't know, keeping them happy with general things, you know, like not dying of cold, not being hungry, working in acceptable conditions, you know, so yeah. Okay, we can get some more bunkhouses. Let's get more built. So I just wonder, is the second people watching maybe my fiancé? And we got hunting tactics. So as said, now we got 25 people at our disposal, and I will immediately employ some here. Let's turn on the heaters, and also we are consuming wood, so let's employ people here. And let's see what happened. A timely intervention. Sir, a child climbed the generator, slipped and fell, but was thankfully caught by the neighborhood watch member who was on patrol nearby. He then escorted the child to his mother and gave them both a good talking. It could have ended with a broken leg, or worse if it weren't for our watchmen. A neighbor commented, we are lucky to have them. So people are actually, you know, accepting of our decisions. Not all of them, because we still have 22 Londoners, but you know. Okay, so we should do now what? Research lighter scout sled. So it means that scouts can move faster, which will mean that they can explore more. And talking about exploring, we found some steam cores. So the camp was well supplied, everything except food, so they ran out of food, it seems. And it says Tesla manufacturing, so there's another something. So let's go to the temporary settlement, where we will find the poor survivors of Tesla City. And just a bit more. So we almost upgraded all of the tents. We still have 4 tents to upgrade, but you know, we are getting there. You know, it's so nice to have all the materials you need. Okay, we are running now a bit low on coal, so I will employ people here. Actually, I thought I did employ them already. It seems like I did not. Writing on the wall. So we will send the watchman to remove it. And actually, because of that, I will increase the amount of watchmen just in case. Because we know that the Londoners can be very, you know, what's the right expression? Okay, something happened now. People regain home. For the first time, the Londoners have failed to persuade anyone to abandon our city and flee to London. People are recovering from their shock at the news of Winterhome and starting to hope for the future. Rowdy. So this is a term for what? Okay, the temperatures are now dropping, so I will build here an... Actually, I'm just thinking, maybe I should just build it in general here so that I can expand the houses as well. I mean, it would make sense to expand houses here though, you know, because of the watchtower. So I will do this just for the industry, because I don't want the people to freeze. Because we can afford to keep them warm, you know. And let's explore. Let's take the resources. And we can go get to a walled-in colony, but actually we will get home because we have a shit ton of resources. And we have lighter scout sleds, so that's nice. And now we can do a factory, which will allow us to build automatons. I'm so looking forward for that, man. You will see automation in action. But probably not today. And we are doing low on coal, so I will switch the steam level to level 1. Which is not ideal, but as you can see, we are having issues with providing enough coal. So we have to diminish our coal consumption. Let's research something, and talking about research, we can do coal optimization, which will increase the output from the coal mines by 10%. Okay, well, you know, we can also describe it with other words, you know, that's the nice things about oh, Snowcliff, we got a lot of resources. So we will take the resources and we will move forward, because I know that there are some survivors there. Now, the nice things about language is, you know, that you can always express yourself. You know, if you don't know the right expression, you can use some others to describe it, you know. And the scouts have returned home, so let's send them now to the Gloomy Cave, where we will be fighting off the bears, and we will see whether we succeed or we fail. And talking about... I was not talking about that. Let's do patrol. So it will raise hope and reduce discontent. And we can do this already. Let's do a patrol. And we can see that our hope is actually very good. You know, it's very high. We just need to improve our coal production, you know, because as of now it's not that good. Send the watchman to remove it. We will not let the... Okay, I must turn the heat... Ah, no, wait, this is stupid. Oh, now I just... shit, okay, I guess the care house can have the heaters on, sorry. Because I removed it, it fell down. Okay, what happened? Oh... Watch members beaten. Captain, members of the neighborhood watch who were removing the Londoner slogans have been assaulted. We should do something to protect our people. So now we get to the spicy decisions, you know. So we can do nothing. We can order the guards to strike back. Or we can send the guards to secure the streets. So I'll send the guards to secure the streets, you know. A handful of... Why are you joining the Londoners? Guys, for fuck's sake. Just why? And here we found children that were left there, but they teachers who went to get some food, so we will of course escort the poor souls back to our city. We will take good care of them, you know. Okay, so we have too much of wood. So actually this one here will run out of wood soon, so I'll just dismantle this one there. Oh. And we found people, and we will attack the bears and try to help them. No! Did I misclick? No, I didn't want to do that. Oh man, I feel so bad. I misclicked. I wanted to attack the bears, not to leave them behind. Okay. Let's pretend this didn't happen, okay, everybody? Watchdog. Sir, a child came to the guard station and gave the guardsmen a stuffed toy dog, telling them that they should take it when they walk the streets at night. It seems people appreciate those who work hard to protect law and order in our city. In your face, Londoners. In your face. And actually let me build the factory, because we researched it and it would be a waste not to build it. So I will build it here. Because I want to have space here for expanding the city. Even though we didn't save some people that we could have saved, because I misclicked. That's what happens if you're playing too quickly. But yeah. And we can build automatons. So here we employ engineers and let's build 2 automatons. So we will be able to employ one here in the coal mine. That way we will be producing more coal. And we should research something, so let's go for this here. People support the guards. Glad to hear that. Come on, Londoners, we don't need you. So people are not freezing, which is good. And when I will increase my... Okay, here we got... And we got the children, so we must build an additional house for the children. We must care for the children. Okay, let's go explore here, the freshwater springs. Okay, let's turn this on because it seems like it's cold here. Come on, automaton. And here we have a new automaton. Actually, I can rename the automatons if I'm not wrong. I must just find it. Okay, it's here. Can I click on you? So, Stan, would you like an automaton to be named after you? Or should we leave the Bronze Dubliner? But I will do what you will tell me, okay? And the other the other person watching can also let me know if he or she wants me to name the automaton after him or after a name he or she will provide. The Flying Norwegian. Sir, our guards report that a man is giving an impassioned speech to a small crowd accusing you of scheming to enslave us all. Our captain is trying to keep you content, ignorant, and under control. Remember the new poor law? The workhouses? That's how we live now. We are supposed to work and be quiet, but it's not too late. What? Workhouses? I don't get that. I guess it's meant, you know, like the time lowering their living standards, why we are actually increasing it. So we can either let him speak, discontent will rise, or we can chase him away, but hope will fall. So I guess we will let him speak and I will do the guards thingy, the patrol, that way countering it. And also let's go check here what we can do. We can do propaganda center, so let's go and get a propaganda center, you know. And we are missing some steel, okay. The Long Legend Slovene. Well, if you want, I will name it. And here we have the automaton. Now, why did... Oh, did I have enter to confirm? That's annoying. By the way, if you mean like Slovene, it's with an additional E, you know, I think. So, enter. Okay, and for the other one, we don't know because the other person didn't decide to give a name for the automaton. But yeah, both of the automatons will be employed here in the coal mines. Actually, let me disable this one here. And also here, do we still have... We have just a little bit of wood left, okay. And let's increase our... Let's upgrade our steam coal mine. Oh, we are missing some iron. Okay, I will employ the next automaton in the iron mine. Come on, be built, be built. Nice. No people here. Let's employ an engineer. Oh, it just didn't... Are you kidding me? Look here, look at what little amount before it was done. Okay. But yeah. So this stream will not be much longer. Because I promised my fiancé that I will stop at 9 PM, so just a couple of minutes more. So if you have anything you would like to ask about the game or comment, please feel free to do so. So we took the people that were exiled from Tesla City, and we will, you know, take good care of them, even though the Londoners might make you think otherwise. That we are evil, but as you can see, we are not, you know. Yes, we have the guards, we are doing patrols, but hey... we are just doing this for the people, right? Okay, that was a bit of sarcasm, but you know, you can exaggerate also in the other option, or also with the... Okay, we don't have the steel, I forgot. May the traitors cover in terror. Cower, not cover. Ah. Very nice design though, I must say, you know, like also for Faith, you know, they really did a good design of graphical design, so to speak. Okay, let's proceed a bit further forward. Come on, give me the automaton. And let's employ here the automaton. So we have another automaton, so you know, come up with names, people. Actually, no, the sad thing is that there will be more automatons than people watching. So there is a woman asking that... So she's saying that the person is pestering her day and night. And they're just abusing their power, so I will reprimand the guards. Because, you know, we are not totalitarians. I will not say that our guards are, you know, impeccable, you know. And let us turn the heating to level 2 again. And I have to build some houses. So let's do that. So I guess 1, 2, 3, 4... Is it heated? Yeah, it is 5. Okay, I guess like that. And we have scouts idle. Let's send them to the Dreadnought landing. And we must pick a research. Again, let's do this one. Steam steel works because we are low on steel and I should upgrade our steel production. And here we can do news bulletin, which will increase hope. And look, the amount of Londoners, it's falling down. And let's also do a patrol. Let's give food to the people. Maybe you should give me some hints or something. Okay, we are having... Oh, Stan, I know what you are having for dinner. You are eating the food that was stolen from me, you know? Is that so? I will send the guards to your house. Oh, you're eating soup. My girlfriend would approve, you know? She would approve, man. Ooh, guard succeeded. What happened? First Londoners convinced to stay. Yeah, look here. Many Londoners will abandon their cause, yeah. Why would you even bother with that Londoner shit, man? It's just stupid. And here we will employ another automaton. Actually, we'll need to build another one, because we only have 3. And we found some survivors. Let's escort them to the city. And then we have a last thing to explore there, but yeah. By the way, is the soup homemade, or is it, you know, like from a fast one, you know, the one that you get in a... that you just pour into boiling water, you stir it a bit, and then it's done? Or is it proper soup, you know, with vegetables, meat, and everything? Oh. Nice. It must taste very good. Oh, why didn't I research upgraded? Yeah, we did. No, coal mines. I wanted to research... Oh, I didn't have the iron, right? Let's do steam coal mine, because we will need them. And we are not getting any more wood, it seems. So I will need additional sawmill. I would like to have the sawmill somewhere that's being heated, or I can just deploy it somewhere and use an automaton in it. Oh, hello Christian, nice to see you. Was it you that left the video running or something? I mean, like the stream watching, because I had like 2 viewers for quite some time and nobody else was replying except Stan. By the way, Christian, I can name an automaton. Okay. You can pick a name for the automaton, you know, I'm using 3 automatons. So I can rename this one here if you want, the Flying Norwegian. I can rename it after you or a name you pick. So to give you a quick recap, I'm playing a new home and I was just explaining what I'm doing. We went for order. No people died so far. The only mistake I did when I was exploring here the gloomy caves, by mistake I clicked the option to leave the people there instead of helping them. So I regret that. But otherwise we are doing fine. As you can see, I guess you know the game, so you can see resource-wise we are good. I'm having bunk houses, so people are happy, and we have our 3rd automaton that was built. So, you know, everything is going well, except the Londoners, but, you know, even the amount of Londoners, it's falling down, so... So I will go for the foreman, and you will see now the effect. It consumes a bit of food, which is a bit odd for the automatons. Oh, well, no worries, man. So, you know the game, Christian, right? I think we talked a bit and then that you already know the game, or you don't know the game at all. So I'm playing the new home, the same scenario that I played with my girlfriend in the co-op. But unlike there, we didn't take religion, I went for order. So here we have a propaganda center and I have guards towers and watchtowers. But there was nothing special, didn't abuse my force, I would say, except I sent the guards out when they beat one of my people. But the amount of Londoners, it's under control. We have bunk houses everywhere, which is very nice, and people are living in livable conditions. So now I'm trying my best. And basically we are just now struggling a bit with resources, but nothing drastic. It's nothing like stuff, it's going very bad or something, you know. Maybe that is not interesting to you, but that's very, you know, relaxing for me to know that things are going good. Oh wait, I wanted to deliver them some food. I cannot give them food, okay. Let's give food for the sick. And we have a pop-up here. What's happened? Another theft. Let's send the guards to catch them. People are trying to stash food. So I will send the guards to deal with that, you know. That's not acceptable. And something happened. What is it? Caught in the act. Our guards did a good job. They got the goods back, but more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we can put an end to the thievery. What should we do with the thief? So we can go for a prison. I never used the prison. So, should I build a prison? I don't think it's worth it, to be honest with you guys. So, I mean, I can tell the people that I will let him go and that I will build a prison if there will be any more needs for that. But hopefully there won't be. You want the people to decide. Okay. Okay, let's do people decide his fate. He might be killed, you know, though. So you might have signed his death warrant. And I think you... No, this is a poet suicide. So one of our people, a poet something, so... So basically... he is bad influence for the people. So he was actually against us. So we can make it look like that he drank himself to death instead of making a suicide. And also burn his poems. You know, this is something that's not good. But let's stay away from it. You know, I think we can deal with that with patrols. Look, we did a patrol and everything is fine, you know, who cares? First death. Out of our people, one of our people has just died. Okay, who died out of our people? I think maybe the guy, you know, you said people to decide that might get killed, you know. Okay, I will now enable the foreman. No, the good choice is just to banish him, you know. Because we can live without one people. So here you will see the production increased, you know. And for 24 hours, the automatons will produce more coal than this. You know, this is the normal amount. Well, here, you know, it's producing more. And we explore the Dreadnought landing. Let's take the resources. I will not go for Tesla City because people can die when getting in there. And we have resources. You know, it's a waste of a steam core, iron and wood. So I will not waste resources. People abandon the Londoners. So look, we will not have to deal with the Londoners after all, you know. They will just be all gone. And I cannot make a propaganda bulletin. And for the resources, we can keep those outposts empty. Oh, we need to build some houses for the people.
Come, lads. We must work harder.
A third-person shooter? Ah, you mean like if you were controlling a person like in GTA or something? That's what you mean, I guess. Yeah, I got what you meant. Yeah, so, you know, if it's not a shooter, it would be nice, you know. Why would we have shooters? We don't need shooters in every game, you know. No, that would be very nice, you know, like a single player on that, it would be quite, you know, like... I mean, I guess Metroid's relatively similar. Not exactly, but, you know, just partially similar, I would say. By the way, I was actually thinking, should I stream Frostpunk or should I do Metro? But I think that I will see if I will do more Frostpunk after this. You know, actually we are, what are we? Are we halfway through the game? We are, yeah, we could say that we are almost halfway through. It has 45 days, I think, by default. This map. This scenario, sorry, not map. And we are low on wood. But I must build an additional house here for the people. But yeah, I will build an automaton as soon as I get the resources. And let me employ some people here meanwhile.
Rest time. Work is done.
And it will get even colder. So we must do something about the cold. We can increase the... It will drop by 2 levels. But the thing is that as of now we don't produce enough coal, so we will upgrade. I will upgrade all of the coal mines. Okay, the people is going there. Let's send this one here to the Frozen Grove. By the way, I was thinking, guys, be honest with me. Do you think that Metro would be interesting to you to watch if I live streamed it, or it would be better if it's like set into the same way as Dredge was, you know? By the way, I finished Dredge, you know. Let's do a propaganda bulletin. And we will send some... Oh, what's happened here? Another theft. Let's send the guards. They are not learning. You know what? After all, I'm gonna do. Let's do the prison. It feels like people are not learning. It's a bit... what's the right expression? It's a bit much. I didn't think I would have to go for it, but people are still not learning, so... Okay, let's place it there. And what happened? Murdered on duty. One of our guardsmen was beaten to death whilst chasing the Londoners. We caught one of them, but he is not the murderer. What should we do with him? So guys, should we lock him up? You think it would be fun to watch on stream more than so that like pre-made videos? By the way, let me know what I should do with this person. So do we lock him up? Banish him so he is not the one. So yeah. Exactly my mind. No space for prisoners. I will address that. We are already addressing that. Come on. Look at the discontent, man. That's crazy. Punish the guilty. Holy smokes. People are extreme, huh? Uchuzu. And now we have the Chuza, look.
Come, lads. We must work harder.
Co-prizes, look, people are happy that we have this, you know. So should we do this? Prison guards will round up the wrongdoers and put them in prison. They'll go after Londoners, dissidents and any other troublemakers. Prisoners will be returned to society after 4 days. Should we do this? I've never done it. Okay, what's this? If they'd left, they would have died, but we all stayed together. We are united again. No matter the cost. You know, we are united, but the Londoners are in the prison, you know. No more divisions, we are one society. Oh man, sometimes the irony of this game, you know, it's funny. We won't be divided. Nobody wants to leave. Okay, so no, they didn't want to leave on their own, so that's good, you know, so we don't have to deal with the Londoners anymore. Do I have any people here? Yeah, we have some people in here. And actually now let's go back to... I would really like to get the automaton. Come on, come on, please, please, please. Oh, wait. Didn't I research? Oh, now are we researching? Okay, let's do also this here. Because we must increase the research of this second level. Because, you know, people are not in ideal conditions temperature-wise. But now it will be solved. Also, why do I have heaters here? And now it will be fine. Just give the generator some time to heat up. And now we should be fine, and we are fine, except for these two cities, not cities. Fundamental research, let's give this person an automaton. Okay, and we are building an automaton, which is good. And let's build now an additional steam hub, so that I can actually extend here, you know, the city. I know that also, you know, the game, it's not new or something, you know, it's quite well known, I would say, but, you know, that's why I'm asking, you know, if it makes sense to make, to play it on live stream, or does it make more sense, you know, to record it like Dredge was, you know?
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
And actually we have 4 automatons. By the way, Christian, do you want me to name an automaton after you? You can pick up a name for the automaton if you want. I have multiple automatons. And we will need more food production, guys. I was kinda neglecting it, which is not good. Okay, let's leave this one. Automatons are like these steam-powered robots. The way this is... They're basically, you know, like big robots that work on steam, and they don't require any heat or anything to work, you know. Basically, yeah, as I said, steam robots, basically. So I can rename them. So Stan has decided the name for this one, so this is the Long Legend Slovene. I have 4 of them. You should see them walking around. Wait, let me put it on slow. And we should see... Oh, look, here it is, one automaton, look. That's an automaton. You see it has some machinery here back. And that would be creepy in real life. Imagine such a big machine walking around and you are just that size. Look at the size of people. And there's the automaton, man. If that thing steps on you by mistake, you are a goner. Let me upgrade. I think we can upgrade the steelworks, right? Yeah, we can. We just have enough for one, okay. And we can explore Tesla City. Let's risk entering the city, and our scouts have died. But it means that I can at least... Well, it's a good idea, but I'm not sure if that video would be actually that interesting to people, you know. And the main issue, it's the walking thing, I would say, you know. Have you seen how hard it is to make stuff work? And that it doesn't fall down and everything? Like, there's like an American YouTube studio, so to speak, because there's multiple people there. And they tried to make like a robot that had 8 legs. And just when one leg failed, the thing failed. And they were trying to oh, it was 6 legs, sorry. And it was not that high, you know, the thing was like, maybe the leg was, I don't know, half a meter high or something. And it was incredible, you know, how complex and everything it was, so yeah. Or the video would be very short, Stan, you know, the automatons are not possible. Oh, let me research something. And about research, let's research the outpost. We don't have 20. Oh, we do have 20 now, okay. What happened here? Oh, I have an unburied corpse. Oh man, I totally forgot about that. That's not good. That could cause issues because people can get ill because of that. So yeah, I will... I totally forget. I feel so bad. Yeah, but what's their size and how big they are? Are actually they walkers or are they using, you know, like... what's the thingy there on Gosenica, you know, on not on wheels, you know, on tracks. So yeah, there is a, like, we are basically, we started here alone, then we explored a bit to try, you know, to see if there's anybody else. We found here Winterhome, which is a destroyed city. This is another scenario that you can play. Well, Stan, send me that video. I would like to see it, you know. But I'm pretty sure, you know, there's nothing that would come close to the automatons. Look at the size of these legs, man. It's just crazy. But yeah, we have to bury the body. I totally forgot about the body. I feel a bad person now. Is that's the poet we didn't bury, or somebody else? I'm not sure. Unexpected guest. We will help them, of course. But yeah, let me just... I would like to sign the law for, you know, for the... for the death. Let's give him an automaton. Oh, I don't have anybody here. Okay, that's not ideal. Okay, let's put the automaton here. Hello, automaton, please work. And I will need more of the health here, because I am getting more people sick, because I have people joining. So we will do that. And actually, because I want to provide heat here for, you know, the poor people that are sick, I will build an additional steam hub.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
So people are getting in here. Also, I can research insulation for this medical post upgrade. I know this is just to make them heal quicker, but still it's a good update. Upgrade, sorry. And let's sign a law for... Let's do corpse disposal, I think. Or should we do a cemetery? Let's do a cemetery for once. And this must not be heated, so where do we place it? Oh, I can place it here. It will not be heated here for sure, because we're using automatons there. I can just do this and this content will fall? Is this for real? Let me do this once more. Look at this, man. That's so nice. And we don't have any discontent, and we just have happy people. Look. But yeah, guys, I will stop streaming now. I said, Christian, if you want me to give a name of an automaton, please share your idea. And now we have finally buried that, what was it, the... We have finally buried that poet. No, did you use any bad word like shit, fuck, and that sort of stuff? Because if you do, it is, you know, it is... for me, it is censoring it. I don't know why. And I must build additional hunters' huts. Because we have 300 and something people. So one, it's for... Okay, I need 8. No, we need more than 8. Because we are not gaining food. Yeah, I can name one automaton. Just you know, tell me the name.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
Like, the end goal is just to survive the storm. Here, now we are discovering more people are like coming to the city, and I can either accept them or let them go. But I will accept them, of course, because we can do that. And at the end of this scenario is just basically survival. There are some other scenarios that have like a bigger purpose. So let me name the... Okay. Now I have named the automaton as you proposed. I mean, there are 6 scenarios in total. You know what? I will save the game here and I will just explain each scenario a bit. Maybe that would be interesting to you guys. Ah, yeah, wait. Where is it? Now it is as you wanted it to be. So would you like me just to tell you about the scenarios that are available? And then I will stop the stream. Let me just give extra rations for the eel here. Okay, let me just do one more research. Let's go for the infirmary. No, let's go for the... I need, sorry. Outpost depot, because I want to gather the thingies. But yeah, I will save it now and I will explain you the... Give him the steam core. Let's save. Trim. New home. Okay, so let's quit now. So basically in Frostpunk you have 6 scenarios. You get 4 in the base game and then you have 2 DLC. So we are playing here a new home, which is basically, you know, like a survival basically here. You know, we just have to, you know, survive, endure. Then the arcs. Here we have like special built storage units that contain, you know, different seeds. And these seeds need to be kept at a certain temperature. So here, basically, we have to automate the city. We have to build a lot of automatons. You only have 45 people here in general. Now, in the city, in the stream when I was playing, we had 300 plus. So here it's challenging in that way, but otherwise... And you can also help another city, so to speak. So this is the arcs. Then the refugees, this is the one me and my girlfriend are currently playing. So this is basically you get wave after wave after wave of people coming. And then there are also the lords, the guys that were actually supposed to have this place, which we stole kinda, and then you have to deal with the social unrest because of this. But again, it's basically survival. Then we have the Fall of Winterhome. This is the city we met that is destroyed. So here you have to take control of the city after there was a big fire. And it turns out that the generator is doomed, that it will eventually fail, and you have to evacuate the people. So you have to provide enough supplies and everything to a big sort of... It's called Dreadnought. It's basically like a big locomotive that can, you know, have up to 600 people, I think. So basically here, you know, you want to do that thingy while also keeping a home working partially as much as you can. Then you have the Last Autumn. Here, this is basically the Last Autumn, as the title tells you. Basically here you have to build a generator. And it's quite challenging. I guess this is the hardest scenario. Or maybe this one is the hardest. It's one of these two that are the hardest. So here you have to build a generator. At the beginning everything goes alright. Here you don't have to worry as much for the survival. I mean, still you have to provide food. Cold is only relevant in the latter part of the game when called settles in. But here you have issues, you know, like with control. Basically, here you have workers and engineers that are, you know, kind of opposing each other, and you have to pick a side because your goal is actually to build the generator. And here you have like deadlines that you have to meet. And if you don't meet them, they can prolong you a bit, but usually, you know, if you don't do it, you will just get kicked out. So, as I said, this is a hard scenario. And then is the last one. It's called On the Edge. Here we are basically an outpost for New London. So the first one, we are just an outpost. And the interesting thing is that the economics here is totally different. So here, first of all, we don't have a generator or anything like that. And the thing is that New London, it's not supplying us properly. So we have to rely on ourselves. And we explore some other people around. Like there is some ex-prisoners that live in a ship that has struck land, basically. And there is like a tribe of people that live near hot springs and are cultivating food. And there is like a cave, where are children there. And basically you have to help each other so that you can survive, you know. For example, if you need manpower, you will give some resources to the guys that are, you know, like the prisoners, and you will get some prisoners. If you need food, you will have to do something for the people living in the hot springs. If you need coal, you will have to do something for the children, you know. So this is this scenario. So that's basically Frostpunk. I mean, I would say this scenario feels the most different. And this one as well, while all the three before feel the same. You have a generator, and it's the same mechanic, you know. You have discontent and hope. As I said, this is the general one. I mean, you have the Londoners, and then you have to deal with all the waves of people coming. Here you have to keep the seedlings warm enough and automate the city, and also help New Manchester. That's the city. Here it's basically harder but similar to New Home, but you don't have Londoners, you just have civil unrest. And yeah, this one is again a hard scenario, similar to New London when it comes to gameplay, but still different. And this one is totally different, and this one as well. So yeah, that's my quick recap or rundown, so to speak. So yeah, guys, if you don't have any further questions, I would like to thank you for watching. I hope that there will be more people, to be honest. But thank you, Stan, and thank you, Christian, for watching. It really means a lot. Hope maybe I will do some Misonso on Sunday, because this weekend I am not available. Because we have some birthdays in the family. So yeah. Oh, okay, you sent me the video, so I will check the walker you said, and also I will check the video, the game you mentioned, Iron Harvest. But I said I did saw it, but it didn't catch my eye, you know. So yeah. I guess that's it. And as said, for Metro, I will see, guys, you know. If it makes sense to stream, it doesn't make sense. I don't think it will be interesting. I think Frostpunk it's more interesting and a relevant game than Metro. And that. Thank you, Stan. I also wish all of you to have a good weekend, guys. So, you know what I want to say, that I don't think that Metro would be successful at all. You know, I would say that Frostpunk it's more relevant, more interesting than Metro. Especially the first one, because I would start, of course, with the first one, then move to the second one, and then to the last one. But I will still see about that, okay? If you want, I will finish at least a New Home scenario. This will be just one more stream to finish that scenario. But I am not sure if I will stream any else, you know, because... You know, I could just be... I don't get me wrong, I enjoy streaming. But it's nice if there's more of you that I can interact, like the Total War series were doing very well when it came to that, because this was usually like a couple of people watching, and you know, like naming cities, funny names and that sort of stuff. you know, in general, it felt different. You know what I mean? I hope that I'm not, you know, looking like an ass or something for saying such things, but I'm just expressing my opinion, guys. By the way, I'm pretty sure if I will do, you know, a Isonzo stream on Sunday, I will have you know, at least 10 viewers or something. It seems like Isonzo is more interesting. But yeah, you know, okay, I grew on Isonzo, so. Okay, do you have something to add, guys? Something to ask or to comment? This time, it's for real. No, it's alright. Well, you can just rewatch, Christian, what I said, okay? Because I said I have to finish it, I'm already over it, so yeah, I hope it was nothing serious with the kid. It was some funny emergency. Yeah, I wish a good night to you too, Christian, and also to you, Stan, okay? And I will see you all around, guys, okay? Okay.